Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Generic Mike, and today I'll be reviewing the new premium Tier 7 Chinese light tank, the Type 62 Dragon. In celebration of the Chinese New Year, Wargaming has released this special skinned Type 62, and this Dragon skin provides the tank with an additional 3% camouflage bonus. Now, getting into a little brief history of the tank, Type 62 was a development of the Type 59. It was a lightweight version which was started in 1957. It was designed to fight in mountains and boggy terrain of South China. Now, in my opinion, this tank is a great solid support tank. It's a great flanker, and it earns very good credits, and the repair cost for it is very low, unlike other tanks of its tier. Now getting into the details of the tank, the Type 62 Dragon has 1040 hit points, which is significantly lower than most of the other Tier 7 tanks, especially medium tanks, such as the Comet, which have 1200 hit points, or the T-43. The armor also is fairly weak, even less than some medium tanks in the game currently, has 45 frontal armor, 35 on the side, 20 millimeters at the rear, and the hull armor is even weaker than the turret, 35 at the front, 20 at the sides and rear. Now what the tank lacks in armor, it gains in mobility. The tank is very lightweight, weighing only 21 tons, and it can reach speed limits of 60 kilometers per hour very quickly and easily. The traverse speed of the tank is 58 degrees per second, and turret traverse is 40 degrees per second. So this tank can turn on a dime. It could turn its turret really quickly to point at an enemy. It could take snapshots very easily, and it's awesome at auto aiming. Now looking at the engine power, you would say 430. No way it can reach up to speeds of 60, but yes it can. It's not like a Super Pershing. Moving on to the gun, the Type 62 Dragon is equipped with an 85mm, which has rate of fire of 10.53 rounds per minute and carries AP, heat, and high explosives as its ammo. The average penetration of its standard round is 145mm, and its premium ammunition, the high explosive anti-tank, gets 250mm of average penetration, which is fantastic for going through many of its tanks it will see, even frontally. Now the average damage of the shells is kind of low, doing around 180 damage. The dispersion of the tank is 0.37, so it's fairly accurate. The aiming time is fantastic at 2.1 seconds. Now moving on to the equipment, I would equip the tank with coated optics, which give it a 10% bonus to view range, and enhanced gun laying drive, which gives it a 10% bonus to aiming time, and the gun laying drive, which gives it a 10% bonus to the reload rate. You could equip enhanced gun laying drive, or events would improve the overall statistics of the tank crew. Now for the consumables, I put a repair kit, med kit, and improved combat rations to improve the overall tank statistics. And the ammunition, I put 30 AP, 10 heat, and 7 HE. Now enough of the theory crafting, let's get into some gameplay. The first game I got is Desert Sands, a standard encounter battle. Mostly tier 7s, 2 tier 6s on both sides. So being a light tank, I want to use my mobility and go to the desert, scout there, harass enemies there. That's what I'm thinking when I'm loading up into the battle. Now, as you can see, the tank can quickly get up to 60 kilometers per hour, no problem. 2 of our heavies go to the town. I follow our mediums and want to help them out, playing aggressively. Now you gotta be careful going up, down hills, just like that. Luckily, I only damaged my track slightly. Our friendly spots a T-20, so we start putting shots into him. he doesn't focus on me. He just keeps looking straight ahead. So we finish him off on the move. And we spot another T20, which I start putting shots into. Get around behind him, so strangely he doesn't focus on me, he just looks at the tank ahead of him. Put another good shot into him. Sadly don't get the kill, but a friendly gets it. Now I see the town is almost taken, so I decide maybe I should go flank with my mediums. And I spot the SU-100Y, which put a good shot into one of my friendly comets. I put a shell into him. I see him backing away, so I decide maybe I should push him. But I'm not sure if his gun is pointing this way, I might not. But I see he starts to run away, so if he's running away, I'm going to take my chance. Since his gun's not pointing towards me, I'll go and follow him. Take out this big gun. First shot I miss. Now I see a T-29. I thought he was going to go to the desert, but no, he comes back to defend his SU-100Y. I track the SU-100Y. Friendly takes him down. Then I start getting so many shots put into me. As you can see, this tank has no armor. It didn't bounce anything at all. Now I'm just on a sliver of my health. Somehow I just made it out of there. And now my whole strategy for this tank is changed. That now I'm going to play as a support role, not aggressively, and I will be sniping. I see the SU-100, the tier 6 Russian tank destroyer, so I decide maybe I'll go finish him off, and oh my god, foolish thing again. Be careful around hills. As you can see there, my track took the damage again, but worst case scenario, I could have destroyed myself right there. So I get into range of the SU-100 and start putting shots into him. Put one good round, low roll, wait for a reload. Sadly I bounced that, so the SU-100 is still a 2-shot kill for me. I see the SU-152 is a 1-shot. We're down a tank, so I need to start supporting my team. Thankfully the T-20 brings down the SU-100 to a 1-shot for me, so I decide to follow through and take out that gun. I see that he wasn't pointing towards the railroad, so I use that advantage and come to his side. And whoa, T-29, I see he's looking over here, so I back up behind the building, load a heat shell just to be sure. I know he's a 1-shot kill for me, so I aim, he disappears from my view range, and I just take a stab at where he was at, and luckily, I managed to kill him. Now, it's a 2 versus 2. Me and the T-20 versus the SU-152, which is currently being spotted, so I decide to finish him off since he's looking at the T-20, so I pop out, shoot, but sadly I miss. So the T-20 sees the SU-152 is looking at me and puts a shell into the SU-152 and finishes him off, but the T-25AT comes and kills the T-20. Now it's a 1 versus 1. I fire a shot, miss, try to run after the T-25AT, but the T-25AT has a fantastic traverse speed, so I back up behind the building, and I'm trying to avoid his gun. It's a very close game. For him, I'm a 1-shot kill. He can just fire HE and destroy me. For me, the T-25AT is most likely a 2-shot kill. Very low chance that I will high roll and kill him in 1 shot. So now I'm waiting around the building because I don't want to pop out because he's going to finish me off. So he's unspotted. I move closer to see what he's doing. He's still standing there. So I decide maybe I'll just back up because he's not falling for any of my tricks going left or right. So I go behind this second building. He's unspotted, which means I'm not spotted for him either. So he doesn't know where I am, and I don't know where he is. So I decide to go to the right to try and flank him. But whoa, there he is. He's coming after me. Take a snapshot. Sadly, I hit the building. Now, I see him facing to the left, so I back up a bit to gain some momentum from a building because I'm still in cover. He looks like he's going to the left. So I speed up and quickly get out of the building and fire, put a good shot into him. He fires and oh, thank God, he misses. And I start circle strafing him, waiting for my reload and finish him off. That was a really close game. Shout out to the T20 for doing a fantastic job. And shout out for my team overall, providing me with great support. Now looking at the post-game stats, first class, top gun, sharpshooter, 1800 damage, 43,000 credits, which is pretty good, and 968 XP. Not bad, it was a decent game. I fired 19 shots, 16 hits, 14 penetrations, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was my first review, so I apologize if you didn't like it. I will try to improve my future videos. Please like and subscribe and show your support. And stay tuned for tonight's or possibly tomorrow's video of Update 2.6.